I'm pretty sure there's no connection because we're not even on Earth, but there's a good thematic element of the use of flowers throughout the Yokotaro verse.
Hmm.
Because something like Adam and Eve mentions is that the reason why they hated the aliens that created them because they had like no function beyond just existing and trying to expand. In their words, they were like plants. They didn't have any of the
Yorha,
emotion and
this is your
motivation that
commander.
humans did.
For the first time
Funny
in
enough,
centuries,
it
we've
wouldn't be like the
intercepted
first
a
time when
signal
plants are
belonging
used
to the
in a
aliens. These are the
dangerous
creatures that are
way
in
in the
direct
Yokotaro
command of the
verse. Back
machine
in
life
Drakengard
forms on this
1,
planet.
which by all
If we
definitions
can
will be
destroy
like the
them,
very beginning
we
of
can
this
end this
timeline,
long and arduous war once and for
God
all. Our intel
basically
team is
created
hard
a
at work
flower and
attempting to
implanted
analyze
it
the
into a
source of the
poor,
signal, but we're not there
damaged
yet.
little girl
We
with the
need more
intention of
data.
expand and
All
basically
Yorha units
destroy
are
the world.
hereby ordered to prioritize data collection
This
above all else.
flower
We
will
can't let
eventually
this
like
chance
grow
slip
inside
through our
her
fingers.
and expand into a
Glory to
monstrous
mankind.
beast that will destroy humanity.
I used command's data to determine the
However,
signal
she
source
decided
and
to
marked
just
it on
kill
the map.
herself instead.
But it seems to be underground.
So that wouldn't
Way
happen.
underground.
Sadly,
Guess we'll
the
see
gods
once we
thought
get
about
there.
that and just killing
If
herself
we
just
left.
caused that
You're not
power
much for
to
plans,
split
are you,
into
2B?
four. No wait, into into five other persons, all with their own plans, basically, with magical powers, and basically conquered the rest of the world.
Hmm.
That woman became who's known as Zero, a bitch ass, really angry, swearing woman who basically was made their mission to kill each of every one of those other hers, while also destroying the plant that is growing in her eye for good. And that's the story. That's pretty much the beginning of Drakengard 3. But the idea of using plants and plant symbology as a way of destruction is actually pretty thematic in this game for some reason. This is just a small anecdote there. Just because I don't have much to say at the moment because we're trying to get back to it. Also because it's getting like really late. I
Yeah.
think like are you gonna like save before Adam and Eve, after Adam and Eve? But I feel like we're getting at the limit here.
Yeah. I'm gonna take care of these guys. Go find Adam and Eve again, and then save.
Fair enough. I mean, we did accomplish a lot. We did finish Route A. We got a lot for Route B, actually. Like, more than I expected we were going to get.
Only after fighting Adam and Eve will I find out if I'm indeed gonna be able to use the teleport.
Forget Adam and Eve, you just want your teleport.
Yeah. Huh? Oh,
Sorry, I was...
there's a couple.
Yeah.
Down we go.
What is this?
Analysis. It is a cave-in caused by the collapse of an open space underground.
That's a weird-looking enemy.
Just ignore the snakes. Just keep
Yep.
going into the big hole. Let's hurry up.
The ground is caved in. There must have been a hollow down there this whole time.
You know, the use of lightning in this game is very beautiful. Especially when it hits the water. Like from above. There was
Okay.
like very like...
Okay,
Like, it was
I'm
kinda-
just gonna assume that the ladder and the vending machine will pop up after I defeat Adam
Yeah.
and Eve.
Yeah, actually it will because it's Jackass who installs it.
Oh, right. Alright,
Well, free chest.
oh, wow, that's a lot of stuff.
Yep. Now let's venture into that cavern.
Over here, okay.
This hallway looks pretty old.
I don't know why it keeps giving you tutorials when it's like, we already did this. I guess it's to refresh you the memory, I guess.
Maybe. I mean, you don't really go into very many dark places in this game.
Fair enough.
There's a new one.
No, we fought him before.
You sure? I have no
Yeah, in
memory.
this very same place. It's just very rare.
Oh. It's another severed cable.
And another.
Look at all these dead machines. Seems like they've been
There
here
we
for a
go.
long time.
Now, in these cutscenes, I will tell you, you need to keep an eye out. Something is gonna be different, but it's not gonna be that easy to
What
tell.
is this place?
I don't know. There's nothing like it in the database.
Are they dead?
2B, look!
I love that their UFOs are like flat out just
Destroyed
typical alien
alien
UFOs.
motherships.
Welcome to the graveyard of our creators.
Like right now,
I'm
things are
guessing it's
gonna be
the
just like
aliens?
usual.
You.
Well, those are the we knew that those
My
the
name
aliens
is Adam.
at the bottom,
The aliens
but
you
not it's
seek
not
are
something
no
that is
longer
happening
here.
right now.
They were
I'll
wiped
make it
out
notice when
centuries
something
ago by
weird.
us, the
Okay?
machines.
Wiped out.
And who knows? Perhaps we'll wipe out the androids next. Machines are weapons
All right,
capable
here we
of
go.
evolution.
Time
We
to fight
can
Adam.
grow. We can become aware. Eventually, the intelligence within our network began
Yeah,
to
remember, he can
surpass that
absorb
of our
shots.
creators. You'd
I'm
probably
reflecting back
be
at you, and
surprised
remember that
how
your shockwave is very puny. It's not gonna.
Destroyed your own creators?
Oh, there's no need to fret.
Well, I seem to be doing okay damage against a level 16 Adam.
Almost
Fair enough.
like
Yeah, I mean you are
planets,
36.
I guess you'd say. They held no value to us, but the humans
Oh,
on the moon.
I walked into that.
Now
Well,
they are
2D.
interesting
Why them?
because they are an enigma. They kill
I love this game.
uncountable numbers of their own kind, and yet loved in equal
You
measure.
can still hack
It's
him.
fascinating, don't you think? What could possibly drive such behavior? We have dedicated ourselves to unraveling.
Okay, this is a combination between blocks you can rest on, and it's very obvious.
And now we will allow you
Whoa,
Look at
that
that
took out a
damage.
shit ton
We
of
were
health.
made in their image, after all.
In the words of the great bullshit.
It's simple. We need
That's
you to
a lot of
locate the
damage.
humans on the moon and bring them to us. We will then dissect and analyze them in order to drag their secrets for.
Oh boy, this is a little more dangerous. We're running out of time. There we go.
Surely you see the
Bullseye.
attraction in this.
That should be enough.
Insane? We'd never do that! Can you believe this, 2B? This guy's bonkers.
Well, I
Right now they're
suppose
just
this
gonna attack a little
concludes
more and they're just
negotiations.
gonna leave.
The only remaining option is to destroy you. The same way we destroyed these.
You just need to survive. To be honest, hacking them at this point is not necessary because you only need to wait until you finish the dialogue. To be honest, this just makes it take longer.
Oop. Oh.
There we go.
Time grows short. This year, this is the fate that befell our creators.
Just keep it.
As
Keep
for
an
your
eye on the
beloved
screen, dude.
humans, I guess we'll see, won't we?
Did you see it?
They're gone.
No.
Right at the corner of the screen, there was a mysterious girl wearing
The
a red
aliens
dress,
were already
just
dead.
standing there
Yeah. We
for
better
a
get back to
fraction
the
of a
bunker.
second.
Okay, I might have noticed something like that.
Once you see, you can like go back in the playback and check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the difference. Someone else was in this room, watching,
Back this way again?
and that
Stop
never
complaining.
happens in the
Yeah.
2Bs.
2B, this is Operator 60. We now have an operational transporter in the city ruins.
Good.
We're attempting to deploy them at other points as well.
About time we had access to those.
Care to fill me in?
Transporters? They let you transfer your consciousness to a temporary body back in the bunker. I heard some tech guys talking about it a while ago, but I didn't know they'd finally got it working. Anyway, I'll mark the positional data on the map.
I don't think that I don't remember where this takes you.
Well, whatever it is, I can't open it yet.
Okay,
Coming on to later.
yeah.
Here we
There
are.
it
There
is.
you are, jackass.
Hey.
Thank
how's it
you.
You again.
Oh,
hanging? Your commander
jackass.
told me to build a new access point, so here you go. Oh, and I got the stupid transporter up and running too.
Thank you?
I've known the commander for a while now. She sure is good at pawning work off on people. Next time you see her, give her some lip for me, will ya?
So this has a transporter now, huh?
Still, transporters are pretty handy. They're way faster than flight units when it comes to traveling between Earth and the bunker. Flight units also leave us open to attack, and they're expensive to operate, too.
There we go. Look at that. Look at that map.
Yes, yes, thank you.
All the quests are back and new ones.
Okay, there is at least one thing that I can get in the village for one of followers.
Yeah.
At least starting over there.
Okay, yeah, I think that this is the best time to save, and then
Mhm.
we focus on that. So we managed to do a lot now, and we are now next Sunday, we'll be continuing to the next part of Fruit B. Whatever we will finish it or not is another question.
All right. So, where were we last time?
Hold on, just let me get everything set because I need to get my guys and everything.
Okay, I remember. We were in the middle
Yeah.
of
Side quest, if I remember
side
correctly.
quest, finding Pascal's followers.
No, not Pascal.
Or whatever his
what
name
was the
is.
name? Jean Paul.
Jean-Paul, there we
go.
go. I don't know why I remembered it as Pascal.
Yeah, don't affiliate Pascal with that asshole.
I've forgotten who Pascal is.
But Pascal is the leader of the village, the one that was with you in the whole become a god
right.
crazy ass cult.
Okay, right. Yeah, Jean-Paul. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, Jean Paul was just that dumb robot with the hat. He doesn't have an original design. Who cares? But yeah, if you please could give me the screen share, good man.
Ah, yes. Sure, Damus. Hold on. Right. I have no idea. Oh, That actually reminds me. Let me enable the sound. Here we go.
Yep.
Okay, I enabled the sound for the stream. Don't know if it's coming through on OBS, but oh well.
Yeah. Like, can anyone tell us if you can hear the stream?
I'm pretty sure everyone can. Hey, Phoenix Storm.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm
Adri.
getting agreement.
You are in the. We are currently in the middle of Route B.
Mm-hmm.
And I finished Route A, and this is basically the same game all over again, just playing as nines.
Yep.
Right.
Local hacker boy here, 9S story.
Right.
And we were doing about a bunch of side quests because, like, last time what we did in the story was the basically re-meeting. Well, re-meeting in the sense that we fought against Adam and Eve again, but once again we are back into the. Eventually, we need to go to that freaking part in the flooded city, but I'm sure we want to do a few side quests first.
Let's see.
Especially now that a bunch of them have been open, as you can see in this map, we can see that a bunch of new and old quests have been open.
Okay, that's.
I came to learn, Snake, that some quests are only for the 2v route, so those are weird shit out of luck. But we can redo them once we obtain chapter select, but that won't be for a while.
Yeah, that'll be until Route C, I believe.
Yeah. However, I do think some do interlap. I'm pretty sure the Father Servo side quest you can continue it with 9S. In fact, I think that there's a point when you have to continue with 9S because he basically gets a golden body, so it's completely invulnerable to physical attacks.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we need to we needed to reach that threshold with 2B first, or we can continue from when we left off as 9S. That I have no idea. But the Jean Paul one, we can do it with anyone, so we can continue on. If you don't remember, we had one follower in the village, one in the desert, and one in the carnival.
The village. I think that's the one that I have to get next.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we have none of them yet.
Like I know, I remember getting the one in the amusement park. That much I.
We did.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we did the one in the village. Well, we can know. I mean, they are marked. We like any of the points that says John Paul's follower. We're gonna know which one we haven't done yet. So if you can do a quick search, like that's the forest. Check the village. Like summon the village.
Yeah, I don't see a marker in the village other than for the quest itself.
Okay, then. I mean,
there was one in the desert, wasn't there?
Yes, it's around where the buildings, that abandoned apartment complexes, like the area right before the robot orgy.
Like,
I still can't believe we're playing a game, but that's an actual context of a scene.
Right. Housing contents. Housing complex.
Yep. Now, where exactly is she? I don't remember. I'm sure it's before the sex cave, but not for sure. And again, I can't believe this. I actually have to use these words, but well, this is a very weird game we're talking about here. Well, yeah, welcome everybody to hopefully a workable version of NieR Automata Sundays here at the HFC stream with your host Samurai Snake. And your co-host here is the NieR expert extraordinaire in big gigantic quotation marks, Starman. Like seriously, I am not in no way certified for being any kind of sage on this franchise. I just steal a lot of content from other way better YouTubers here. If you want a better explanation of this Gundam franchise, just go watch a Mr. Clem's video or something. Yeah, last stream we had a bunch of technical difficulties, just like the previous one and the previous one, but who's counting here? But yeah, it's time for some side quests and then continue with the plot. Luckily, if we can, like, balance it correctly, we can at least either reach the end or actually end Route B.
Hmm.
It will depend on how much, like, because once we get to the flooded city, things are going to really deviate.
Let's see.
Because
I need to go back.
because if you remember correctly, after the whole shoot 'em up section against the gigantic Godzilla bot, it's all to be because 9S is indisposed at that moment.
So basically, he's gonna be blacked out or MIA.
Basically, while 2V is dealing with Adam, we are not actually going to have another Adam boss battle because that never happens with us. We are when 2V fights Adam, 9S is like stabbed to the wall. So that's gonna happen on its own. And most importantly, while she's in the whole factory with the freaking death cult, we are also going to do something else in the meanwhile. Because at that moment, 9S is also at the bunker being repaired.
And
So-
for what it's worth, this is a blind playthrough, so no spoilers. And if there are
Exactly.
any spoilers in the chat,
Yeah, we
Starmech
yeah, we
will
have them on-
basically. That's kind of why Starmech is here.
Hey, I'm also here to guide you and
That
give the
too.
NieR lore that is necessary. But at the same time, I'm here to give up the fucking ban hammer in case of anyone that tries to be cute and try to freaking spoil anything.
Yeah,
It's a very good game and with a lot of twists, so be nice to everybody.
yeah. Just be considerate, because I do want to experience this game without spoilers for myself.
I do admit this time I kind of forgot that we were going to do this without the technical difficulties and shit. So I'm not as prepared with the lore, but it's not like I can not just check.
Yeah,
I've been having like difficulty because like more and more pages that I used to have the lore in are starting to fall down. So for example, I'm still searching for the novellas, which once they were like very well organized, and now I'm in a little of a loss.
basically,
But
the,
I
the-
have time, luckily.
the too long don't read version of the technical difficulties I had was internet overload, too many people using the net at the same time, internet service provider basically went poof.
Yeah, and Cox being Cox.
Yeah, that too.
any
Never name
case-
your company that
Yeah.
that can be used as a pun or be
Pretty
made
much.
fun of by 5-year-olds on the internet.
Or us.
Yeah. What the hell? Shit.
What happened? Oh yeah! Oh wait, you stumbled into the sex cave. I forgot to tell you. This place now is filled with incredibly aggressive enemies.
Oh.
It's a fantastic. place
No
to grind.
kidding!
It's a fantastic place to grind, but it's also incredibly dangerous. Like,
You don't say!
Enemies here will constantly respawn. This is the place I use in my playthrough to basically farm money and farm and get like chips. If you manage to get the, I think Emil sometimes sell it, but there's a chip you can install that basically increases the rate and rarity of the drops. So if you wanna get like very good chips or materials, this place is fantastic because you equip a bunch of those like rarity drop increases, and then you just start like wailing on enemy after enemy until you end up picking everything. Especially if you got the special chip that lets you like pick stuff
shit.
automatically.
They're coming out
Yeah,
of nowhere.
I would suggest that like right now, it ain't worth it. Especially because you're 9S right now. This is way better when you're playing as 2V.
That is actually true. I'm gonna.
Because remember, you are way more fragile and you have less melee moves.
That
And
is true.
like hacking everybody here is gonna take forever. Also, you went too far ahead. I'm pretty sure like the Jean Paul follower is way before this. Well, not way, but it's before the sex game, as I told you before.
Okay, right.
You went into the sex game. You went too far. and I'm gonna take any opportunity to say the word Texcape because I'm never gonna have the chance ever again.
Okay, these guys are just gonna keep respawning, so...
Yeah. Also be careful because some of them that respawn are the big kamikaze guys.
Yeah, well, they're not gonna get a chance anymore.
Yeah. Now that you reach this point, you're fine. But I think if I have the vague memory, but if you know what, I'm just gonna go check on the guide because I do remember it wasn't like near a wall of